Day in, day out, it's the same road we're walking down. Same job, same town, 'cause we've been told that's the way our world goes round.
This is This Mom's Journey. I am a mother, a wife, a homeschooler, a photographer, and a wife to a truck driver, which is a job within itself. We have 3 amazing kids who are 12, 10, and 3. My husband is a truck driver. He's currently over the road driving. We homeschool the older 2 who are in 7th and 4th grade. We have 3 dogs, 8 chickens, and so we have like a mini homestead kind of. And I wanted to talk today a little about our homeschool journey. We homeschooled previously for 3 years, and then our children went back to public school for 2 years, and then the world went crazy. So we went back to homeschooling at the beginning of this school year in 2020. We do online, Easy Peasy Homeschool, which is a free homeschooling program, and we mix in workbooks. It works for us. My sister also homeschools her 2 children, and they use Time for Learning, which is a paid homeschool program, which is online, and they really like it. It works for them. That's what I like about homeschooling, is you can kind of mix and match to what you need and what fits you. We do online and workbooks just because it fits us. At the end of December, when we started our new year, my 4th grader went from doing all online to half online and workbooks. And then my middle schooler, we switched over his history lessons from online to a workbook that we would like for him to do for this semester. It kind of goes back over the history of the U.S. government and things like that, because they've had a lot of questions about the election and politics and things. And so we kind of thought that we'd switch from the curriculum that we have chosen at the beginning of the year to kind of go back over that with him again. He's 12, so he has a little bit more questions, and so we thought it would be a great idea for him to do U.S. government and to start at the beginning. And so that's what we are currently working on with him. My 4th grader is doing Easy Peasy online math, language arts, and reading. And then she also does language arts, reading, and math in workbooks. And history, we kind of tagged her along with our middle schooler for history, just because of everything that's happened and the election and all of that. They have some questions, and so we matched her up with him, except for his workbook is grade level for 7th grade, and so it's not quite her level yet. And so I've been Googling worksheets and things for her to do. She's able to watch the videos and read the lessons with us, but the worksheets that he does are a little too advanced for her. So on the days I don't have a worksheet for her, we just have her write down an answer to a question of what we went over for that day, or an answer to a couple different questions, and just have her write it down. That also helps with her writing and all that. They do cursive, handwriting, reading on a daily basis. They do an hour a day of quiet reading to themselves. They're able to choose a book, or they like Google Books. They were able to get some tablets for Christmas, and so one of the apps on there is the Google Books. And so they have been reading up a storm. That's one of our requirements, is they absolutely have to do an hour a day of quiet reading, except for the hour they usually continue on, which I'm not going to complain about that. Keep reading. Grow your brains. Our 3-year-old, she does school time with us. She gets up at the table and has her notebooks, and she colors. And I found her some worksheets that have like the letter A with a little apple, you know, the little toddler worksheets to learn your letters. And I've just been having her color them, and then we go over the letters, and I have her use her finger to trace the letters. She's 3. It's a work in progress. Our homeschool journey started when my oldest son, who's now 12, was in elementary school and he got bullied. The school was not very helpful, so we decided that we were going to homeschool, and we homeschooled for 3 years before we decided to go back to public. It worked for us. It was an amazing experience to be able to be home. I learned a lot about my kids. I learned a lot about being a mom, a lot about patience. That's a big one. But we're homeschooling again, and this year we kind of relaxed on having a structure. We have a daily routine, but we don't have set times for things, and our household just kind of flows. The kids know we get up, we do breakfast, we do our chores, we get dressed. After we're dressed, we kind of gather our school books up, and then we start our schooling. We stop for lunch. We do a little bit more schooling. We stop so I can have some one-on-one time with the toddler, and then the kids will read quietly, and then after that we have more chores and animals. And so it's a flow. It's not a strict schedule, it's a routine.